The GoPro Mission 1 is $599, and before you buy it, there's one real question worth asking. Does that price get you a genuinely different camera or just a hero with a bigger sensor bolted in? Let's get the annoying part out all the way first. GoPro also sells a Pro version for $699 sitting right next to this one on the shelf. The only real difference is frame rates. The Pro unlocks 8K 60 frames per second and 4K 240, while this base model stops at 8K 30 and 4K 120. That's $100 for frame rates most people will rarely touch, and GoPro displays both cameras side by side, so you feel the nudge to spend more before you've even opened the box on this one. I get why they do it, I still don't love it. A few days into testing, I filmed a friend's birthday dinner after the sun went down in a room lit mostly by candles and a couple of warm bulbs. On my old action cam, that shell would have turned into a smear of orange grain. Here, the shadows stayed clean and the candle flames didn't blow out into white blobs. That's the new sensor doing the work. 50 megapixels, a full 1-inch size, physically the biggest sensor GoPro has ever put in one of these. It's paired with a new processor GoPro calls the GP3, which is really just the chip crunching all that extra image data fast enough to keep up. That bigger sensor comes with a physical cost though. The Mission 1 is noticeably chunkier and heavier than the older heroes. I clipped it into a helmet mount I've used for 3 years and it sat tighter than I remembered. By the end of a long ride, I could feel the extra weight up top. If you loved how small and light the old GoPros were, this one will definitely catch you off guard. Later, I shot straight through a doorway standing in a dark hallway with an overcast, bright sky filling the frame outside. Normally, one side of a shot like that dies, either the room turns black or the sky turns into a white wall. Here, I could still pull details out of both sides. GoPro rates this sensor at 14 stops of dynamic range, which just means the camera can hold on to detail in the brightest and darkest parts of the shot at the same time. I also walked straight into a pool with it recording, no case, no housing added on. It's rated to 20 meters, about 66 feet on its own. Older GoPros could handle water too, but always inside a case. This is the first one I've trusted bare. Editing is where it bit me back. 8K footage is huge, and most laptops, including a fairly recent one I used during this test, struggle to scrub through it smoothly. Unless you're planning to actually deliver in 4K, you'll probably end up shooting 4K anyway just to keep your timeline from stuttering. The usual problem with action cams is you're guessing whether you're actually in a frame. This one has a 2.6-inch screen on the back for normal framing and a smaller 1.4-inch screen on the front facing you. So you can see yourself while you talk. It's a small thing, but it cut out a lot of the guesswork. Battery life is where this camera quietly won me over. I took it on a hike that normally chews through batteries, the kind of trip where I'd pack a spare without thinking twice. I never touched it. The new Enduro 2 battery ran past 3 hours at 4K 30 frames per second. That's close to double what the old Hero 13 managed, which topped out at around 102 minutes. For an action camera, that's genuinely strong. So, here's where I land. If you shoot photos, travel clips, and everyday footage that ends up on your phone or on YouTube, the base Mission 1 gives you that full 1-inch sensor look with simpler files than the Pro, and most people genuinely don't need 4K 60 frames per second. If you deliver footage professionally at the highest frame rates, or you want the smallest, lightest GoPro you can clip to a helmet, look elsewhere. That $100 port towards the Pro doesn't go away just because I'm telling you to ignore it. At $599 though, this is the one I'd spend my own money on. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.